Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Avery with Comic Scholars, where comic books and comic book movies is all we do. Today I wanted to just go over real quick. Zack Snyder had an interview with Collider.com. He was talking about the ultimate cut for the Batman vs. Superman that's going to come out to Blu-ray. We were hoping that it was going to come out to the movie theaters, but get us, an additional to the theatrical, but doesn't seem like that's going to happen. They're not talking about it anymore. The movie has made somewhere in the mid 850 million worldwide. That's not what they wanted as far as Warner Brothers' expectations for the executive level. They wanted to reach that 1 billion, but it's not happening. Most likely it's not going to before the movie's not in theaters. So what we're going to do is basically check out exactly what Zack Snyder's talking about. He kind of shed some light on the plot holes that a lot of people had issues with, and just to give us an idea of what the extra 30 to 40 minutes of this Blu-ray cut is actually going to be. So let's check it out.
On home video, there's going to be an extended cut coming. Do you consider that the director's cut, an extended cut?
We call it the ultimate cut because it really, to me, it's it's a deeper dive into that world, and I think it really there's storylines in there that get fleshed out by the longer version.
My question is, because I've mentioned I'm looking forward to seeing it, is it a lot of, I believe it's 30 minutes, is it a lot of character stuff? Is it action stuff? Is it everything?
I would say that we didn't really take out much of the, Superman Batman story, because I felt like, that's kind of the movie. But there was some sort of like interstitial stuff that surrounds the story that kind of finishes some of the ideas that we kind of trim back, and I think that's really what you get. There's a little bit of action. There's a little bit of sort of violence that we kind of trimmed out a little bit for the MPAA that we kind of put back. Just like in the warehouse rescue. Batman warehouse rescue. There's a couple shots of Doomsday.
There was a shot in that trailer of Batman in the warehouse that we didn't see in the movie. I recognize that.
A little bit longer
they
ending.
threw the guy into the box of crates.
The ending
we didn't
sequence.
see that in the movie.
And then there's the opening of the movie. The North African sequence is really much different.
That needs to be explained better. Even though
so
I got
you're
it,
basically saying that the footage is from the entire film.
Yeah.
And it just sort of fleshes things out.
Yeah.
Because one of the things, listen, I love the action. I do. And I think I said this to you on Man of Steel. Like, I love the character beats between when character, like, just Clark talking to Perry.
Yeah.
Stuff like that is what, I really resonate with.
Yeah, I love it.
So, I guess my question is, are there a lot more dialogue scenes between certain characters?
Yeah, there are.
Is there one bit or one scene that came really close to being in the theatrical release?
Yeah, I think a lot of it did, frankly. I mean, it was in there, till very recently. So all of it's finished and really kind of, it was really just a function of time, to be honest, because I think that, the movie's long-ish.
Studios get real nervous when you have a theatrical
when you
3
get
hours.
over 2.5 hours, people start getting nervous. The studio starts getting nervous. I'm not Jim Cameron, who just is like, no, it's 3 hours, suck it, which is cool, by the way. I wish, it's a cool move. I'm into it. So I just wanted to try and, get it at a length that
they would have reached 1 billion if they just left it 3
and I'll say this
hours
to you
long.
right to your face. I mean, I think that the Watchmen theatrical cut is good, but the director's cut is phenomenal. Yeah. It just adds that those beats that are so key.
I agree 100%. The if you ever watch, by the way, the thing that's amazing is if you watch Watchmen on TNT or whatever, they have a TV cut, like the airplane cut, and it's the movie. It's in there. When you watch it, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. But all of the sort of edges get knocked off of it, by this, just the nature of putting something that's kind of that, kind of rough on TV. And I think that in a weird way, the theatrical cut is a step up from that. And then the director's cut is really step up where it's at, in my opinion, just because and with a movie like that, where I was,
Those who have seen it only one time, you
I don't want to
must
say I was in a
watch
battle
the
with the
Blu-ray.
studio, but there was definitely. I was a little bit, I was probably more headstrong on that movie because the material was so important to me, and so I really wanted. And then they promised me that they would, make this director's cut, and that was where the deal was made. I was like, okay, I'll get you the time. And also, a lot of the time of that movie was dictated by IMAX, at the time, because it was an IMAX release, and there was no digital IMAX. It was all prints, and the prints that movie. If there's humidity in the projection booth, the film will fall off.
Oh, sir, I am well aware.
It's not so.
All right, so yeah, I agree with what he's saying. It was pretty much a studio move. That's why we have so many mixed emotions on this movie. People give it a 6.8, 7. I give it a 9, but I do understand where these people are coming from because of the African scene. That's why he's mentioned it. Lex Luthor's motivation, which I believe was pretty much explained well. You just have to pay attention. Especially after we just saw the deleted scene, the communion scene, we kind of get more of what Lex Luthor is trying to do in this universe, and he will progress. But I love it. I can't wait for this. You guys let me know. What do you guys think of what Zack Snyder is saying? Is it something that we could look forward to, or is it just we need to just sweep it on the rug? This is just a good way of them getting their universe started off the line, which I believe they successfully have done. Or should we just hope that everything will be fixed with Justice League Part 1? So it's up to you. Just like, subscribe, share. Let's have a conversation about this because I think it's well deserving. All right. See you.